Serve faith that moons. Serve faith that moons.
Hey there. Hey there.
It's the realm.
This is Slap Ham.
Hey, Mom! The meatloaf!
Welcome to the very first episode.
But where's like the butt cheeks and the crap?
What about mine?
I've clicked on everything on the screen, so does that mean anything?
How much you want to make a bet I can throw a football over the mountain?
Yeah, Bigfoot, Sasquatch, Yeti. I think that could be a real thing, for sure.
You liar!
You know, because if you have wooden feet, you're screwed.
Clearly a person wearing spandex.
Okay, let's see what happens. This is a HD version, and it's, you'll see the camera moving because they're stabilizing it, but take a look. Tell me what you think. Slow-mo. What's your take? Is this the big argument that's a guy in a suit? What's your opinion? What do you think, Eric?
Yeah, it's a guy in a suit. It looks terrible.
Okay, a lot of people. It looks terrible.
Yeah, I think it looks like a guy in a really lousy suit. I mean, it's
Okay.
Again, I don't know, but that's, if you're asking me my knee-jerk reaction, that's what that is.
Yeah. No, that's what I wanted, because that's a lot of people.
Yeah,
a lot of people have that.
It
What do you
looks
think,
really
Nate?
fake.
Well, sorry, I'm looking up the name here because I could have sworn there was a dude who came out, and then they showed a video of the dude walking, and he's a big, dumb, goofy guy,
Yeah.
and his walk was identical to what you see in the video there. I don't know. They were claiming they rented something, and I don't know if anybody produced a receipt, but
Right.
like they would remember.
There was a guy who said he made this suit. His name is Philip Morris, and the problem is he can't. He's never been able to remake the suit, and they asked him to remake it,
Yeah.
and he couldn't quite do it. So that's kind of interesting.
Yeah, so
there's been a book written about this too. Yeah.
yeah, so he couldn't remake the suit. So yeah, there's like weird things about it. So he couldn't remake the suit, but the dude, unless he just like was like God, I can't find the dude's name. What am I doing? I'm gonna ask AI.
I think it's Robert Hermosia. Does that sound
Sure.
or Bob Hermosia?
Yes, that's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the dude. And the other people have stuck to it the whole time, but then apparently wasn't there like a financial incentive for this dude to like the people who filmed it?
I guess I'm just focusing on the video part. The story stuff, I haven't read all the books. There's more than one book about this. I have some questions though, because if I'm trying to fake a Bigfoot sighting, I don't know. Remember, this is 1967.
Right.
So if we were all hanging out in 1967, I had a bad week. I just broke up with Eric's girlfriend, and I'm feeling bad. And you guys are there to pick me up. You're like, hey, let's do this. Let's have somebody make a suit. This particular spot is not even drivable. You have to take a horse up there, especially at this time, to get there.
Right.
So this isn't an easy spot to get to. If you're gonna fake it, would you do it in daylight like this, in broad daylight? Two, would you really walk it right in front of you in broad daylight, or maybe would you put it more in the bushes where you can't see
Well,
it?
yeah, and that's the other part. Like most videos are just kind of trash. Even in today's world, with all the crazy technology we have now, they're still kind of trashy videos. This one seems to be the only one that's like, even before all the AI stabilization and everything, that was
Yeah.
like decent. So it
Yeah.
does like raise a question. And like you said, they never were able to actually like replicate the fucking outfit. So there are
Well,
questions
I have another treat for you guys.
Oh fuck.
We have a video on that too.
Oh
Let me
shit.
go
I want to
ahead and-
throw one wrinkle in if I could. The time you said this was 1967, right?
Yes, sir.
So obviously that time was an interesting time for a lot of things. I mean, obviously Vietnam was starting to heat up and become a real thing. Chariots of the Gods was the most popular book on the planet, I think, in 68, 69. So I guess what I'm saying is this could have been part of the zeitgeist at the time, right? Part of the whatever that fever was about that we're not alone in this universe and there's things out there and there's aliens. So whether true or not doesn't matter. But I guess my point is that this was sort of part of a lot of stuff that was happening at the time. Sort of this, I don't know what the word is, but everyone was sort of thinking about it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, it was known. Yeah, Leif
Erickson.
Erickson. I think there were stories that he had on his travels about a big hairy creature that they ran into. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I can always be fact checked.
There's lots of hairy guys all over the place.
There are lots of hairy creatures out there.
Yeah, I mean, I see.
That there are accounts for. I
Right.
gotcha. But this is called Cabin in the Woods. He did a kind of an in-depth study on this too. I don't know if we're going to cover all of it, but I just want to give you an idea because, Eric, you'll probably find this interesting too because it's kind of refuting what you said.
Oh, okay,
But,
gotcha.
Let's take a look at that real quick.
Which part? The part about the suit?
The whole thing.
Okay.
Everything that you said since
I love
since
that.
Since you've
opened your
been
mouth.
born. The
I love
everything.
this.
Yeah.
Story of my life.
When your mom said she
It
loved you,
refutes that, too.
everything.
Where's my wife?
According to
There
this,
she
you
is.
don't even exist. But I'll argue with that because I think you do.
I do exist. I'm somebody.
Unprecedented levels of detail, providing what I believe to be irrefutable evidence that the creature captured on film was a living, breathing Sasquatch, not a man in a suit. But before we get into the details of the restoration...
That's the guy. That's the suit that he had made to show that it was him.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll let it go. I'm just saying, this is years after, years and years
Yeah,
after.
this looks like 1994.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the suit they came up with. And
Yeah.
this is supposed to be the guy that did it. But okay, let's see what
Let's
they got.
quickly address one of the most persistent hoax claims surrounding the film, the so-called Hieronymus suit. Brief debunking of the Hieronymus suit claim. Over the years, skeptics have pointed to Bob Hieronymus's claim that he wore a suit to portray the creature in the Patterson-Gimlin film. However, this claim falls apart under scrutiny. Firstly, Hieronymus's description of the suit, including how it was allegedly made and its materials, does not align with what we see in the film. The muscle movement, fur texture, and anatomical details visible in the creature go far
They nailed the
beyond
color,
what could
for
be
sure.
achieved
Yeah, I
in the
mean, that's
1960s
not even
costume.
close.
Additionally, no physical evidence of the suit has ever...
I mean, look at the arm length. Just look at how much longer the arm is on the right, and that's cutting off where the hand actually goes out farther. Look at the joint, the shoulder joint, and where the arm is. I'm just saying.
Before we examine the frames, let's talk about the man behind the restoration, Todd Gatewood. Todd is a highly skilled professional with years of
Not sure this is the
experience in
picture I
photo
would have given
and
him
film
if I was Todd.
restoration.
Yeah.
As a passionate fan of the Patterson-Gimlin film, he has dedicated
He's got a
It says
studio
tag.
too,
studying
Kevin.
and preserving it using
Yeah.
cutting-edge digital techniques. In Todd's own words, quote, "I started as a photo archivist, restoring and preserving photographs.
Looks like he
often
has the
using
wrong
Marshall
angle for that.
oils on
Yeah,
Kodak
it's not.
Exolur
He's not even looking at
Over
the
time,
picture.
I transitioned to the
He's
digital
looking at the
darkroom and
wall.
editing
Yeah.
suite.
The side.
Patterson-Gimlin film has been a personal passion since its release.
Confident
And in
he didn't expect us to be
2024,
so
I copied the
nitpicky with
film
him.
frame by frame, capturing
He didn't
every
expect
detail.
experts to
Next,
come in
I'm
and
going to tell you
evaluate
more
this
about the fascinating
afterwards.
methods Todd used to achieve the results he did on the Patterson. Represents the most comprehensive and detailed effort to date. He explains the key to his success. Quote,
Oh, he didn't use
when
AI.
you're
How
watching the
about that?
Patterson-Gimlin film online,
Yeah,
you're likely
that's the
seeing
original
a
one.
fifth-generation copy. But the portrait of Patty's face
Oh.
from frame 364, that's a first-generation large-format photograph. The original master copy of the film was photographed using a 4x5 large-format camera, producing negatives with incredible detail. Bruce Bonney from the University of Texas analyzed these negatives in the 1980s, noting that the details down to Patty's eyelashes were visible. That's not something you'll see in a fifth-generation copy. Through fortunate circumstances, Todd obtained a high-quality scan of one of these original negatives, a raw, uncompressed 5-megabyte file containing immense visual information. Most modern scans of the film were made using flatbed scanners designed for documents, not high-resolution imaging. Todd's restoration process involves meticulous techniques. Quote, "The film is photographed frame by frame, with careful attention to focusing on the sharpest point of each frame closest to the subject. The camera is tethered to a 32-inch monitor, making it easier to ensure precision, and each frame is captured in raw format. From there, the frames are recompiled into a film. The next stage of Todd's process involves a complete restoration of the recompiled film. Quote, "This involves going through each frame to remove dust."
I'm just saying, if that's a dude, that's a big man.
Well,
Am I right?
That Ramius, whatever his name is, he was a big, gangly, dumb-looking motherfucker.
Well, he was just over six feet tall. I checked that. They used 3D modeling, and they found some of the landmarks that were here. They went back to this spot, and they did landmarking, and then 3D modeled what they think the size would be using the same camera focal length. And they said that whatever this is was 7 feet 3 3/4 inches tall. So just throwing that out there. Because they did.
In comparison to size, how much bigger was this thing, and how big would you estimate this thing to have been?
Well, I don't have to estimate. Bill Munns has proven the height over the years of a lot of study of measuring different things and taking the footprints and measuring out. She was 7'3" 3/4 tall. So that's pretty good size.
Showing it.
Sometime in the coming months.
Good. Todd's yearbook photo or
teeth,
something.
man.
I'm not sure what this
It's not. It's not the
Whitest
one.
teeth I've ever come across.
Todd, don't use that picture.
I get a Billy Idol fan. Like he's going for the platinum hair look.
Motherfucker's going to a white wedding.
And I was going to ask about this right here, right? This is the most famous shot of Bigfoot.
Yeah.
That's a female, clearly, right?
Yeah, titties. Yeah.
Mama.
If we were going to fake a Bigfoot, that we were going to walk right in front of the horses so they could throw us off the horse, why would you do that?
Counterpoint.
Why would that be necessary to do a female?
Counterpoint. Why wouldn't you?
One, it would probably cost more.
Titties.
Because if you're going to make those look real, you're going to have somebody who can do that too.
Yeah, but
titties. Yeah.
I know.
How did you get the suit up there? I mean, did you put that in a backpack, or? I mean, you'd have to hike up there. And I'll be honest, I'd like to see the horse that brought that dude up.
It's a Clydesdale.
I mean, look at the tip of his fingers. Look out here. Look at how long his arm is in his hands. Look how big his hands are.
You don't think that's a shadow on the rock?
Oh, is that what that is?
I don't think that's fingers.
Maybe you debunked me right there.
Yeah, that does.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
that's
a
what
lot.
I don't see the long fingers, but
The muscle group.
So this would
These
have to be
details would
like
be
a
impossible to replicate with a costume.
like it's not
especially
just a
given the
headpiece he's
technology of
wearing.
The 1960s. Todd explains.
And look,
quote,
you can see
"The
muscles in the
groups are not
legs.
just visible; they're dynamic.
yeah, that's
The way
true. The calf is
traps
what's
and
throwing
the
me. Yeah,
hamstrings stretching
exactly.
Mid-stride shows the kind of natural movement you only see in a living organism.
Because when you see the one that they did years late, look,
Yeah.
I mean,
He looks
looks
baggy.
like he's
Motherfuckers wearing clown shoes.
Yeah, it's all blue. What is?
It's like Ronald McDonald's hairy
It's like one
ass
of them
uncle.
Star Trek outfits.
I mean, and look, you could tell these are just pants with fur on them.
Yeah.
That's, and this is the guy saying he was in the suit. Look how much longer the arm is. I just having a hard time.
Additionally,
Just having a hard
the
time.
arm swing and shoulder structure are telling. The scapular movement aligns perfectly with the
And
sternum,
also,
showcasing a broad, powerful.
if you
upper
went through
torso that
all
doesn't
this
match
trouble,
human, and it's perhaps the most.
why would you
iconic
have him
image
turn
of
one?
Patterson.
Why would you have him turn
Todd's
and look at the
restoration
camera for
brings the
one?
face into stunning clarity.
And
the
two,
texture of the skin, subtle wrinkles, and even the pores.
Wouldn't you have him
the fur transition
be a little more menacing if you're gonna?
and the asymmetry
Because
of
you
the
can tell this,
features
whatever
adds
this
to
is
the
just
effect.
trying to get out of there.
Todd elaborates,
It's
quote,
just
"When you
walking
look
with a
at the
purpose
face,
to get away
you're
from
not
it.
seeing a mask.
It's almost like it
You're
doesn't want to
seeing
mess
a living
around with
creature.
humans
The asymmetry
and just
in the
want to walk
eyes, the
away, do my
natural
thing.
curve of the lips,
Looks like James
doesn't
Brolin from Amityville Horror, the
Yeah.
70s version.
especially in
And
the
also, wouldn't you do more than one take? I mean, if you did all that setup, wouldn't you do more
Sure.
than one take?
What is particularly remarkable about
Hard to
James
believe that would be the
64
take that you would
is
use.
just how human-like Patty's face
It's like a
appears.
bad
The
high school
expression,
photo.
Positioning of the features,
Oh.
and even the visible musculature
They-
in the cheeks and
About
forehead
the
suggest
superimposed
an intelligent
Yeah.
model that they put in.
This aligns with
Didn't
findings
quite
made
line
by
up.
fit in.
Melvin
Just grab a
Ketchum's
random
DNA
picture of
study, which
Tokyo
reveals
Rose
that
and shove her in
Sasquatch
there.
may be a hybrid
Let's put a
human
supermodel's
and
face in there.
unknown
Oh yeah,
primate.
yeah, I can see.
Patty's appearance a non-human primate, not a man in a suit. The fur also exhibits a level of variation that would be impossible to achieve with a costume. Todd adds, quote, "Costumes have uniform fur texture because they're
That image does not sell it for me.
No.
Fur that clumps, reflects
I'm
light
not doing it.
It's almost like he's got snow all over him.
And that's the same guy. That's the same guy.
Addressing skeptical
That
claims.
Well, some
claims to
time
be
has
in this
passed. I'm
suit.
sure he got some beer in his guts.
Yeah.
The muscle movement visible in the restored frames is impossible
I
to
mean,
replicate with
did
a
his
suit,
arms shrink by
especially
8
in
inches?
1967,
'Cause
as we've already
I don't
The
know.
muscle
As
thing
Todd
is kind of
explained,
Yeah, the
interesting.
muscle thing is to me
costumes of
the
that
one
era
thing
were
that's sticking
rigid
out.
and lacked flexibility. They couldn't simulate muscle contractions or the dynamic movement.
Well, I want to know how
of
he got the
tendons and
suit up
joints.
there.
Even today's special effects experts, using state-of-the-art
I mean,
technology,
you could put it on a
struggle to
hanger, I
replicate
guess,
But
this
where's
but
like the
level
butt
of
cheeks
realism.
and the
The
crap?
I don't think
notion
he'd fold that up.
Patterson-Gimlin, two cowboys on a shoestring budget, could create a suit this
Brokeback.
convincing is implausible.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
Previously, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and share it with your family and
Okay,
friends.
well, he's
and
convinced,
subscribe to
but
this channel.
Yeah, I was
And
gonna
if you
say
wanna
that's a way
contribute
to fucking
future
mic
projects
drop
and
right
show me
there.
Extra support. I'll leave
Yeah,
a link to my
yeah.
Buy Me a Coffee page in the description.
I guess I'm insane.
all
'cause
right.
I'm
Well,
still
I mean,
not
he's just
there,
saying
but-
his out, but
yeah.
he did a good video. But
It's a good video. It's very thorough, but I'm still not like the suit thing. Still, the muscle thing was, I think, the most intriguing thing for me.
it is, and I think it's hard to. It's easy to say it's a guy in a suit because that's the obvious answer, right?
Sure.
The other stuff, though, it doesn't add up. When you see the guy who's supposed to be the guy in another suit that couldn't be remade, I mean, all of those are like, I don't know, red flags, I guess, for me.
Yeah, but that's one guy who claims, maybe just looking for fame, claiming that he made the suit. So to me, that guy is a nobody. He put on a red suit, for God's sake, 10 years later or something, right? Or 20 years later, whatever it was.
So it could be a different guy in the suit, right? I mean,
Right, that's what I mean. It's definitely not that guy. That guy's a poser.
Yeah, so I mean, it's just hard to know, but
right.
I mean, there are so many accounts of it. It is interesting. Yeah, so that was just an idea. There's so much more stuff about this, but I just thought I would throw this one in as our first look at some things.
It's a good entry point, right, to kind of dig in and put your head in that space.
What do you guys think? Proof or goof?
Oh, so we have to make a black and white call. Ooh.
Based on what you saw here, you could say it didn't change anything, I guess.
No, it's not proof for me.
Okay. Is it evidence?
I
Well,
would
sure. I
say,
think
yeah.
there's some evidence, of course.
Okay.
But I
Yeah.
don't think it's proof at all. I mean,
Okay.
I don't want to be the guy that's the skeptic on the show, but at the same time, I don't mind asking the question. The onus is on them to prove it to us. You know what I mean? That's how I look at it.
True.
Like, you got to
That's
convince me because I've never seen one. So therefore I need that convincing, right? And it's going to take more than, fancy words, but I do like the muscle part. That part made me think a little bit.
Yeah. That's kind of where
I
I'm
like
at.
it. Good answer.
That's kind
You
of
about the same place?
Well, like I'm more interested in the technological side of it, but like, the muscle detail thing, questionable, because like, all right, well, that's legit. How did they do that? Because like they were pointing out, like even the Planet of the Apes costumes and shit, which was like cinema with high budget value, couldn't do that. Like,
yeah, those were good
so
costumes.
that's so that's like, all right, you got me thinking.
Well,
But I do have some questions, and that's I think for me the questions could be cleared up after they finish restoring some of the remaining frames, because I think the areas that seem questionable right now in that film, like where's the cheeks, for example. Like they showed that picture of the gorilla. That gorilla would never be sneaking up on anybody. Those cheeks would be clapping so hard.
Right.
The Sasquatch ain't got no cheeks. Where they at?
Right.
So I'd be curious to see if more definition on the body pops out once they render it in full, film, frame by frame. By itself, if we're just talking about by itself, it wouldn't sway me. If you take it into consideration with everything else that has come out in years, I'm like, all right, well, maybe, but then I have to ask the question, why haven't we found anything yet? Because we found like tons of other things.
Right.
Where are their bodies going?
Right.
So
where's that suit at? I mean,
where's the suit? If it was a fake, where did it go?
Where's Bigfoot?
Yeah, if it was genuine, where are the bodies? Like, I got questions about all that shit right now.
Okay.
So,
and we have drones now. We have great technology. Like, how come this isn't a common? Like, we have more UFO evidence now because it's all coming out, right? A lot of stuff. But this one, to me, like, where's the? We should be seeing this guy all the time, or girl, or whatever it is. I don't know. In my head,
now there are lots and lots of accounts of. There are lots of accounts of Bigfoot.
Well, that's cumulatively, that's where I'm like, there's something there, because there's across the world there are sightings and there's evidence and pictures and videos, and most of them, not to sound like that dude from Hellboy, but like it's always shaky and blurry and shit. But it's like modern technology, we can clear a lot of that shit up. And AI is able to render a lot of that stuff. So we can probably take a lot of those old blurry photographs, pipe them through AI now and have them cleaned up, because they're starting to find shit in old pictures after it's piped through AI and made like crystal clear.
I'm seeing a lot of AI Bigfoot stuff online now, and I'm like, I'm glad we can still tell when it's AI.
That line is going to be blurred eventually.
Yeah,
that's what's scary.
It's getting blurry.
Yeah,
it's getting blurry.
Anything can be real now, right?
Yeah, it's a little scary.
It is,
and I think that there's got to be some kind of regulation on that pretty soon, or they're going to have problems.
I mean, you made a short AI film of me looking fantastic, and Lord knows,
you look incredible.
I do not.
You just look incredible.
Yeah,
there's no doubt about that.
I tell you what, I
there's
sent it
very
out to
little
all my
AI in
boy
that.
toys, and they were loving it.
Panties on, one arm at a time.
They were really into that, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I plan on doing more, but I state on there that this is AI.
Good.
I'll say that.
Yeah, that's important.
So, to me, I do think there's something out there based on everything I've watched. This is a good video to kind of show the original. When they brought the science into it, though, I like that, because when you have a guy who does 3D modeling and he goes to the same site and he says, no, that guy is 7'3" 3/4. That sure does make it a lot harder to put a regular guy in the suit. Just makes me wonder, where's the guy that wore the suit, and where's the suit?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. All right, I guess we can call that the first episode.
I love that.
I hope you like it. Well, these will get better, by the way.
For sure.
These videos are going to get better. And the reason they're going to get better is because we put the bar so low to start. So they have to get better.
Only get better.
Yeah. You know what? Good.
There's only one direction these can go.
Yeah.
That's Harry Styles, right? One Direction?
That is.
I love that guy.
That is. Harry Styles. That's a great name for a Bigfoot.
Harry and the
Now you're
Hendersons.
talking.
There we go.
Wasn't there a Bigfoot called Harry?
Yeah, Harry and the Hendersons.
Harry and the Hendersons.
That's the one. John Leguizamo. John
Yep.
Lithgow. That's the one.
That's
Yeah, it was
One of
John
the
Leguizamo.
Yeah,
That's right.
It had an L on there.
You don't know me, punk.
That's the one.
Wait a second.
Okay, well, I guess
What's
that's going
the
to
snack
round out.
that he eats? It's is it Slim Jims?
Oh,
Doesn't
you're
he
talking
eat a
about
snack?
the
Well, you
big...
gotta-
yeah, never
You
mix
gotta
them all
step into
together.
it, though.
Yeah, it's
Step into a Slim Jim.
Yeah, snap
It
it,
is,
dude.
right?
You
That's
got to
the
snap that
Sasquatch
shit.
one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got you. Anyway, I knew there was some evidence there.
Hey, you better step into a Slim Jim.
Whoa. This just got high tech as fuck, boy.
So what happens now? You cut this video. That's sort of what happens
I'm
next.
gonna. Oh, whoops!
I'm gonna butter your bread,
I'm still
baby.
in the voice. My bad.
Sorry about that. All right, that was it. Thank you for hanging out. We have another episode ready. It's a weird one. It's about balloons. And you know how dangerous balloons are.
Take us on a spree. In the name of friendship, set our spirits free. With aliens and Bigfoot, our stories intertwined. In this cosmic journey, you know